Dear students, a very good morning. Hope all of you are doing well. Today let us discuss about law of demand, which is also known as theory of demand. What is law of demand? When other things remaining the same, the amount of quantity demanded rises with every fall in the price and vice versa. That means if the price declines, quantity demanded increases. And if the price increases, quantity demanded decreases. Now, what is the assumption of this law of demand? The assumption is when other things remaining the same, that is, there is no change in other things. What are those other things? They include the tastes and preference of consumers. That means if they change, so even though there is increment in the price, people may purchase the goods. Similarly, other things include income of consumers. If income of consumers increase, even if the price rises, they tend to buy the goods. So this law is not applicable. So therefore, all these other things should remain constant. Similarly, prices of related goods, advertising expenditure, size of population, expectations about incomes and prices in future. That means, supposing if the consumers expect that the prices will increase further in future. So even though the prices are more, they tend to buy. So that is about the assumptions of law of demand. How this law operates? If you look at the graph, we can see on x-axis we have got quantity demanded, and on y-axis we have got price of the good. Set price P1, the demand is Q1. When the price is falling from P1 to P2, the demand is increasing to Q1 to Q2. Similarly, if the price falls further from P2 to P3, the demand increases further from Q2 to Q3. So therefore, we can understand that the relationship between price and demand is inverse. So to this law of demand, there are some exceptions. Let us see one by one. They include Giffen's paradox or Giffen's goods, products which confer distinction, they are known as Veblen goods, shortage of necessities, ignorance of changes in prices. So these are the main exceptions to the law of demand. First one is Giffen's goods. What are the Giffen's goods? So Giffen's goods are nothing but inferior goods, low priced goods such as bread, inferior rice, rotis, etc. So whenever the prices of these goods fall down, people, instead of buying them more because the price is less, say they tend to save some amount, and with that saving they try to buy superior goods such as meat, fish, clothes, etc. because they have been prevented from. So they have been starving, they have been interested to purchase those goods, and because of lack of the income, so they are not able to buy. So when the incomes increase, instead of buying those Giffen's goods more, they purchase other superior goods. So this is known as Giffen's paradox. Next one is Veblen goods. Veblen goods means products which confer distinction. So they include diamonds, jewelry, etc. or luxury cars. So whenever they increase the price or the prices of those goods increase, people don't mind. Of course, we are talking about the incomes of higher or high group income people or higher income people. So these people, so the more the price, they attribute more the status, more the distinction. So therefore, they try to buy more such goods even though the prices increase. Instead of buying less, they try to buy more. So more the price, more the status attached, attributed to them, and they tend to buy more. Next one is shortage of necessities. Next exception to the law of demand is shortage of necessities. If the consumer suspect that there will be shortage of necessities such as milk, rice, vegetables, etc., they will try to buy them because in future they will not be available even though their prices increase. So even though the prices are more, they don't mind because necessities. Without them, they cannot survive. So if they expect there will be some shortage of these goods, even if the prices are more, they tend to buy. That is the third exception to the law of demand. Next one, ignorance of changes in prices. Supposing the consumers are not aware of the changes in prices. So it can be upward change, it can be downward change. So sometimes what happens if they are not aware, actually if the price increases, they should not buy more. But because they are not aware, even if the prices are more, they tend to buy more. So that is about the law of demand and exceptions to the law of demand. Okay, dear students, let us stop for today and let us meet in the next class with another topic. So thank you so much. Have a good day.